Welcome everyone. Welcome back to season 4 of the great, amazing, and the one and only Sushi Boys podcast hosted by the One Percenters. I'm your host, Kane. Welcome everyone. It's been a long time coming. We took like 3 months off, but now we're here. We're running and we ready to bring new topics, new heat, new everything, new content straight to you guys. It's a little different here. I know it's just me talking. My other host, other great hosts, Day, right now, he's a little under the weather and couldn't make it right now. But hey, he's gonna show up, in one of these other podcast episodes and stuff like that. And also, he's also focusing on some things on his end and stuff like that. So it's gonna be another great, amazing season. Not only from insight for me, but insight to any of our fans and stuff like that. Because that's one of our big things that we wanted to do. We wanted to integrate it, and we wanted to bring on more of our hosts fans, most of our followers and stuff like that, to come along with the podcast and stuff like that. And I already got a plan and laid out on some episodes. It's just gonna probably just be me just talking. In other episodes, we're gonna have some co-hosts or some guest hosts kind of come on, and I got some great, amazing people lined up already for this season and stuff like that. But gotta start off and bless it off to see how you guys doing. How you guys doing, man? I hope you guys are doing well. Like I said, we took about like three months off. I had to get things organized. I had to get things in place and stuff like that. And when we started, it was warm and probably like 100 degrees outside. Well, where I'm at, it was 100 degrees outside. But now it's starting to get a little chilly, and it's probably got chilly where you guys are at and stuff like that. And a lot has been going on. Football season started. We're talking basketball season just started. We gotta go from, Diddy getting locked up, Diddy, Young Thug, coming out this week, being free this week, and just a whole bunch of stuff to kind of go over and talk about, and that we're gonna kind of get through this season. But as you know, this is the Sushi Boys podcast, hosted by the One Percenters, and by the One Percenters, you have to elevate your lifestyle, your goal settings, anything in your life. You gotta progress by 1%. So I'm excited for this season. Definitely have some events, some more content that we want to do to bring to you guys. This season is I'm going to make sure it happens. It's definitely going to happen, and hopefully we reach new goals and reach new heights with this season and stuff like that. We've been doing it for almost 2 years now, so it's a great run coming. 2 years now, or a year. I think a year or 2 years now. Don't really remember. I gotta go back and check, but like I said, it's only gonna go up from here, and I can't wait. Can't wait for another great season. But just to start it off and kind of go through, man. So I appreciate you guys coming in, just sticking to us and stuff like that. And we're gonna get things rolling and jumping. And let's see what I have on my outline right here to see what's gonna be the first thing that we pop off on. And it's probably gonna just run through some of the relevant topics of sports. Let's kind of cop off with the NBA. We're freshly in about 7 games of the season. I believe the opener was last week. On, I don't remember who was the opening game of the season and stuff like that. But no, I think it was like 2 weeks ago. But we're probably like 7 games in. Today is November 3rd. So when this do come out to you guys, it's probably gonna be a little later on and stuff like that. Don't know when I'm gonna drop this and stuff like that. But as I got the standings over here to my left, in the East, this is the top 3 teams right now. I'm gonna go to the top 6. Top 6 teams right now in the league with you already know, number 1, which is of course, me surprising, but I knew we was gonna be even more competitive, and to see what our new coach Kenny Atkinson, the Cleveland Cavaliers 7-0. Then we got the NBA champs, number 2, 6-1, which they had an impressive opener win against the Knicks. They blew him out. No Diddy. Then third, we got the Knicks sitting at 3-2. Got the Miami Heat sitting at 3-2. Got the Bulls sitting at 3-3, and then we got the Orlando Magic sitting at 3-4. Of course, these standings already kind of looking like the East not going to be that strong, or everybody's going to be fluctuating at the same like kind of spot and stuff like that. But as we move to the West, number one, we got the Oklahoma City Thunder at 6-0. Ooh, I did not know that. I didn't know they're 6-0. We got the Suns 5-1, which is surprising that Bradley Beal's healthy, KD's he healthy and back in that lineup, and Devin Booker, with those three, let's see what they can do this year. We got the Golden State Warriors without Klay Thompson this year. Remember, Klay went to Dallas. Got them coming in at 5-1. We got the Mavericks at 4, sitting at 4-2. The Los Angeles Lakers sitting at 4-2, and we got the Memphis Grizzlies sitting at 4-3. So, you guys comment below to see who's gonna have that momentum going into the All-Star break, or who do you want to just forget the All-Star break? Remember, this is the second year of the NBA in-season tournament cup. You know what I mean? So who do you want to win? Who you think gonna have that momentum? Do you even care about the NBA Cup? I like the concept. You know what I mean? I like the concept and stuff like that. Keep things competitive and stuff like that. And then you see a lot of more back to backs. And I'm not really sure how they do the scheduling of the back to backs really just for the pool setting for the NBA Cup, or is it more just that back to back for the divisions of the whole entire NBA? Don't know, but it's cool to see, and especially I can't wait to see the designs of the courts. And then you gotta love the in-city jerseys. Who doesn't love the in-city jerseys? The Cavs came up with the icy white throwback of the city jerseys, which is clean as shit. And I personally like them better than what we had last year. But some of the scores today. From the NBA, I don't believe it's too many. Let's see the schedule. Bring this up real quick. Like I said, kind of run through. Was it the third? They haven't started playing. Oh, today I forgot. Saturday. Saturday. So forgot. I'm kind of recording this on the morning time, or no, it's not morning time. It's still November 3rd. So yeah, no. In my play, the few games I played today was Detroit at Brooklyn. Detroit won 106-92. Surprising, because Detroit's not gonna be good this year. Atlanta over New Orleans 126-101. You have DeJounte Murray with that hand injury at the beginning of the season. That's a tough loss for the Pelicans. We got Orlando at Dallas, and Dallas won 108-85. Right, so let's kind of go into who I think is gonna have some interesting teams to watch, right? As maybe I'll just go over the stats leaders. Of course, we got Anthony Davis, with averaging 31.8 points this season, and then Giannis at right behind him at 31, and then Jason Tatum at 30. And then we got LaMelo Ball at 30. Hey, y'all let me know if y'all think LaMelo overrated or underrated. I recently had somebody ask me if I had to choose between LaMelo or Trae Young, who would I go with? And of course, you can't really go wrong with either or, but I'm about to go with Trae Young over LaMelo because I don't know what LaMelo is in the playoffs. With his little playoff success and little short spurt of his duration in the playoffs. Like, I don't know if he can help elevate his team during the playoffs, especially crucial moments to A, take over, and 2, have his team evolve to put him in a better spot to help him, get through a series win and stuff like that. But Trae Young, you see what Trae Young has done in the playoffs, even though it's not really too much playoff success. I think Trae Young made it to an Eastern Conference Finals once, maybe, or came close. But with supporting class around him and stuff like that, I'm about to go with Trae Young. But like I said, I'm really really surprised about the Cavs 7-0, and every game has not been like it's like we've been dominant, no daily over or pause over almost any team that we play. Like we have a plus differential of 14.7. You know what I mean? Like it's just like we average 123 points per game. I don't think we even average. We only averaged like 120 like once or twice last year, which is crazy. But um, that Cavs definitely gonna be interesting to watch. I believe we're gonna be in the top four, and one more from the East. And let me pick a sneaker team. I really think I'm gonna have to go with. Ooh, I'm surprised the Bucks are 1-5. They're second. Um, and the 76ers are 1-4. But a surprise team I'm probably looking at. Probably. Ooh, I'll probably go with. I'll probably go with just throwing it out there. I'll probably go Washington. I'll probably go Washington. Just watch out for Jordan Poole and Kyle Kuzma. I don't know who else they got over there, but um, hey, let's just see if they can be competitive and make it to the play-in. And from the West, you already know it's always a competitive stuff there. Watch out for Houston. Houston is a team definitely to watch, right? Especially with I think Sam Shepard, the rookie they did this draft. I think that was like the fourth overall pick. Yeah, pretty high on that. So they just got a roster. Like they got a whole lot of two ways and guys that can just play that 3 and D pause. Every night in and out. So I'd say the Rockets, and then that's another team to watch out. Probably in the West, is San Antonio. Watch out for Victor Wembanyama adding with the addition of Chris Paul on the team. Like, is that going to help him with his development and also push him past the playing and stuff like that. Like I said, it's some interesting stories in the NBA going around, but you know, we're going to talk more about that season progression and stuff like that, and then kind of move on to the NFL. Some of the notable games today that took place. Daquan Cowboys. I don't know what's going on with them, man. Like they lost today to the Falcons. It's just like they can't find their offense, and their defense just can't stop no one, especially like the run. And like they're just like a really just average team. I don't know why. I don't know what went wrong, but maybe this is on purpose because they moving for next year, right? Some other notable games. The Commanders. I've been seeing a lot of people hype on the Commander train, especially Jalen Daniels. I didn't expect him. I didn't expect Jalen Daniels to be this good. I expect him to be good. I expect him to be better than Caleb Williams, but I didn't expect him to be top five quarterback. Everybody put him at top five quarterback. Good, maybe this is how we seen him from the C.J. Stroud last year. But shout out to not Lincoln Riley. I forgot the offensive coordinator, Cliff Kingsbury. His offensive thing. That's a great young man to get paired with. Not young man. That's a great coordinator to get paired with. From Will Jalen Daniels' progression, because of course their defense is a little more iffy, but with Dan Quinn as the head coach and the defensive mind, but yeah, their offense is scary. You know what I mean? What else is some notable games? Let's go with the Lions. The Lions and Packers, 24-14. Lions over the Packers. That's, Lions are every single Lions game. That now, if I had to pick my chips on who I think will win the Super Bowl or having favorites going to go to the Super Bowl, it will be the Lions, the Detroit Lions, because every game they play has not been close. Like they have been just running through teams, with that D line and then that offense. Oh, it's just crazy. And one game that I did watch was the Rams and Seahawks. That was another good game, and with the Rams winning in overtime, 26-20 over that. So, as you get more, as like I said, as the season progresses, we're gonna get more into depth on who you feel like is the best wide receiver right now, best offense, sliding team, who need to tank for Travis, who need to tank for Shador, some of those notable names in college football, all gonna come down to it and stuff like that. So like I said, great season. So let's move on. But let me just go ahead and move on into to my next great topic. I want to keep this video not too short, like it's supposed to be introduction and stuff like that. Nothing too crazy to kind of show you guys and give you more insight on what are we gonna do this season, right? Or like what can you expect out this season, right? And as I'm looking on my scheduling sheet, blah 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 blah. So, like I said, this podcast is basically, it's more about, 1% improvement daily. It translates to your lifestyle growth over time, the way you carry yourself, the way you talk to interact with other people, even the way, like, with your relationships or with your job or everything it touches, you have to grow 1%. And it's all about growth over time, stressing patience, and being persistent. Those are the key ingredients to success. And success can be measured from materialistic things. It can be measured from small, simple accomplishments that you make, or it can be simple like just small things that you notice daily within your living space or stuff like that. Because some people measure success in different ways, and just because somebody else's success is greater, or you can see it more socially on social media, as this is a social media age. You don't need to compare your success to their success, right? Because God forbid, God gives everybody, their own success in a simple way and stuff like that. So, but you needed to stay focused on your own path and focus on your growth and patience, because if you don't, and you focus somebody else, bag and stuff like that, you're not gonna be persistent, and then you're gonna get down, and it's gonna make you even more want to not get off or not want what you want to do, with your goals and stuff like that. So, that's that. We so this season we also gonna bring more in person content. And that's one thing that we kind of stressed last season. You had a little glimpse on it, but this time we're gonna like heavily not transition all of into it, but heavily stay more consistent, more persistent with it, right? Because we just personally, I just really enjoy communicating with other people and just knowing their point of view about certain things out there. And then also, it's great content, right? It's great content to hear from everyday people out there rather than, some of these great influencers, stuff like that, which is great. You also do want to hear some behind the scenes footage of some of these, your favorite artists, or influencers or creators out there and stuff like that. But, the everyday people out there are really the ones that really bring that connection, right? Because I can connect more with someone that I can find more relatable or has more common chance to talk with them or come across their path than some of these your favorite content creators, stuff like, which, let's not say it's not hard to connect with them or network with them, because I'm pretty sure if somebody within your inner circle or your friend group that knows somebody, they get to know that person that you want to meet. Right? I heard too many plenty stories of like stuff like that, of how like they network, they went to a high end fashion show or an exclusive party, or neck where they went into to a nice job, or neck where they went in to even have a meeting or be in the same room with a famous a famous celebrity or stuff like that with higher status, right? It's the possibilities are endless out there. I'm sorry, I gotta take this text real quick, just 2 seconds. I know I shouldn't be texting while I'm like doing all this stuff, right? That's just poor performance of me, right? Crazy. Right. Okay, I'm back. See, this next time, just tell me to get off my phone, right? But I should kind of forgot what I was kind of going to. Oh yeah, in person contact. What else I wanted to do? Probably just be persistent at that in person content, right? And then even networking. I want to network more where I live at and stuff like that to other content creators or other content creators out there, and I should also have them on here, and see like what can we do to collab with each other. Put in mind and put our minds together and stuff like that. So got a lot in store for you guys, and and yeah, and at the end of the day, it's all about create. When you setting goals or setting things that you want to achieve and stuff like that, you have to hold yourself accountable. You know what I mean? Set weekly wins or weekly losses, or get feedback from others, or on how you've been doing on this tip, or even to have a real conversation with yourself on the feedback on how you're doing stuff and stuff like that. Because, like I said, I know, me and me and Day know how this pop platform can take off, right? And now it's all about holding ourselves accountable and knowing our mission to take this to another height, right? So that's what you can in store, for this season four, man. I'm gonna call season four persistent. It's a persistency season. You know what I mean? We got, and even coming to a close of Q4, which is crazy. That we in November now. We're right there and near in December. Like it's crazy. And kind of just moving to my last topic and last things going on out there. Especially in the hip hop scene. Being more persistent and stuff like that. Showing growth. Some notable albums that came out. This on October, is Wild Waves, Last Lap, Little Uzi Vert, Internal Take Two. I was excited for that. Didn't really I need to listen to the whole album somewhere, but from the initial reviews that I seen from it, people really wasn't too fond for it. And then it was two songs on there that I thought was gonna be on there, and it wasn't on there. Maybe it's gonna be on the deluxe because I'm really waiting for those coming there, but really wasn't too fond of anything on there, and especially with like if you have a good beat, you got me right. But I probably just need to really sit down and just listen to it when I'm walking or you know working out or something like that. I know Freddie Gibbs dropped something, and I also know Tyler the Creator dropped the album, and it's just a long time, which that got a lot of positive views. Yeet dropped something on early October, sold 89,000 units. Glorilla, shout out Glorilla, the woman, woman rap game movement out there. She dropped something. She doing her thing out there, and yeah, but like I said before, Tyler the Creator, he got some great positive feedback on his album. I believe he sold 229,000 first week, which is crazy. And I really ain't listened to it yet when I go need to, but all the feedback I heard from it, it's showing the growth. Which growth 1%, 1% a day. It's showing the growth on how he was in his early 20s to now he's moving to his 30s, and everything around him is changing, right? Everything from friends, family, all his friends are having kids, and he really haven't really focused on starting a family, and some of the growing pains that he's kind of transitioning to, that all the things that he really didn't think that was important before is now starting to be important to him as he's transitioned to being an adult, right? Which it can be tough, right? It's tough to kind of get out that spot of your 20s of wanting to go party, wanting to go see the world, wanting to do X, Y, Z and stuff like that, while some of that stuff was really important to you. Now as you get into your later 30s, they always say your 30s is really the new 20s, right? You're starting to really realize like this is the adult world of life, and this is how adults have fun, or the adult society is perceived, which is this is you can do this, you can't do this, and that's one of the things I'm like kind of like somewhat struggling in, but also like realizing like all the stuff I used to like to do and stuff like that, I don't really like enjoy doing that no more. It's just always just like I can go I can be okay going a long time without really doing it. I'm starting to find new interests, new hobbies, and other things that I would never thought I would like before. You know what I mean? Or I just want to do. I know, and as a kid, I always loved traveling. I think that's one thing that's always gonna be instilled in me is traveling, and I want that for my son too. I want him to see the world and stuff like that. But now it's like I'm putting an emphasis on it, and I'm also putting an emphasis on like I guess like meeting people and like knowing the culture of different areas and stuff like that. You know, that's one thing I'm really starting to care about. And and also being an adult, like, being an adult, you of course you get hit with paying bills and stuff like that. But now it's all about managing bills and how can you create wealth or grow 1% a day in different aspects of adult life, financially, understanding how to use money and the real power of a dollar, and and just it's a whole lot of things and stuff like that, right? So, but like I said before, that's just that this is just kind of small sample size of. I know this is probably like a long episode, it's like 30 minutes. Really, it's probably like 20 something like that. But anyways, it was this episode wasn't gonna be too detail oriented or into certain topics and stuff like that. I'm gonna dedicate that, for later episodes and stuff like that. But this is just the introduction of another great season. I'm glad you guys came, you conquered, you guys tuned in. I know we've been gone for a while. I need to hire me a social media team, or and I need to, because our social media department is lacking, and I need to get with them boys, but I think we need to transition with that. But we're gonna be back posting on Instagram. We're gonna be back. We're gonna really be posting on TikTok. Before this ban happens or stuff like that, and we're going to be try to be posting on Twitter or X and something like that. But besides that, we're going to constantly be posting on YouTube too, so YouTube Reels. But besides that, he's he, I'm him, and we are
Damn, you tweaking on
the
me.
1%ers. I'm gonna set up. We are the Juicy Boys.
That's your problem. Ain't nobody
out.
playing but you.